Hello everyone, welcome. I hope you're gonna enjoy this video. I just stood on a freaking bed. Go away. That was an aggressive start to the video. Anyways, I'll be talking about the books that I want to read in April because it's already freaking April. Like, what the fuck? Excuse me? Why does the time go by so freaking fast? Explain it to me. I don't understand. Anyways, these are books that I want to read in April, attempt to read in April, because I'm for sure not gonna read all of these. I think these are a stack of 6 books, so that's not like too much, that's not a lot, and I'm sure that I will not get to all of these, but I do want to get to at least 2 or 3 of these. So these are the books on my April TBR, and I'm going to show them to you, so let's get into it. First one, maybe a little bit of wishful thinking, but I do truly want to get to it. It's Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. This is such a popular book, and I'm sure that if you see this video, you have already heard of this book. But I want to read it. I already attempted to read it because I was so excited, but I just never continued it. Because honestly, I wasn't in the mood for this. Like, it took some brain power for me personally to get through this book, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna put it down for now, and then I'll pick it back up. So that's what I want to do this month. I think I got to chapter 7. I'm not sure what page that is, but... Alright. I was 56 pages into this book. That's not a lot. But I want to continue this book. This is about 2 writers, and they write for the paper. There's a war of gods going on, and this girl, her name is Iris. This is Roman. It's romance, but it's also fantasy, and it's young adults. I think. Yeah, it is young adult, right? There's a war going on between gods, they're enemies, and she starts to write letters to her brother. They get into the wrong hands, and whose hands are those? Roman! Roman receives those letters through a magical closet thing, I think? Then he starts to write back, and then they go back and forth writing letters to each other. But originally, she wanted to send a letter to her brother, who was a soldier in the war. That's basically the premise of the story. I did really like the story. Like, I was vibing with it. But the writing style, I don't know, it took a little bit too much brain power for me, especially because it's in 3rd person, and I don't know, 1st person reads easier than 3rd person. I'm excited. The past few months, I have literally only read romance, no subplot, only romance, like with enemies to lovers, mostly, because I really enjoy that genre. But this month, I want to read more fantasy, because I don't know what it is, but recently I've been in a fantasy mood, and I don't know where that came from. But it is what it is. So, another fantasy book, Zodiac Academy, The Awakening, by Caroline Peckham and Suzanne Valenti. Who fucking knows? I don't care. No, I do care. But not enough to search up how to pronounce this right. This is about Gemini. And I'm a Gemini, which, two-faced as fuck, you know. But don't hold it against me, you know, because... I'm insecure. No clue what it's about, except that these 2 girls, they have magic, I think? Maybe. They go to the school, the Zodiac Academy, with all these people that have zodiacs, because obviously we all have a zodiac sign, but you know, you have to make something special. I already started this book, by the way. I don't know when, probably like 8 months ago, maybe more, I don't know. I got to chapter 3 or something, and then I put it out, never picked it back up. But I feel like this is the month to do that, because again, fantasy kick. Now the 4 books that I'm gonna show you next, and the last 4 books, they're only romances. Like, I don't want to force myself too much to read fantasy. So, and also I don't really have much fantasy on my shelf, because recently, like the past few months, I've only been buying romance. That's not the point. The book Consider Me by Becca Mack. I have heard people like talking about this, that it's really good. But I've also heard one person say the plot happens in the first 100 pages, and they're just happy, skipping around, you know, being happy. There isn't anything wrong with that, but apparently it got kind of boring. But I'm here for this kind of story, I guess. Because I like it when they're just happy, and, you know, when it's fluffy. Because apparently the 3rd act breakup also happens in the first 100 pages, which is insane. Maybe I'll get over it, maybe I will not, but I'm sure that this will at least be a 3-star read. And then we have Juniper Hill by Daphne Perry. This is the 2nd book in the Eden series. Juniper Hill is about a single dad, I think. And this girl, she works for him. She starts working for him, I think. And she also lives in his house, I think. I'm not entirely sure what the premise of the story is, But I enjoyed Indigo Ridge just fine. Like, I didn't really, like, love it. I gave 3.25 stars because I just thought it was a whole lot of nothing. But it was still an enjoyable ride, you know? But I hope this one is better than Indigo Ridge because I do own 2 more books in the series besides this one. I own this one, then I own Garden Flats and Jasperville. These two. You can't see it, but anyways, I am excited. Like, I'm not sure if excited is the right word, but I'm curious to see if I will like this more than I did Indigo Ridge, because the tropes in this book are the tropes that I usually love when going into a book. Like, these are my top tropes, you know, like single dad, forced proximity, those kind of tropes. And I hope there's also maybe like a bit of enemies to lovers, because apparently, like, I thought Indigo Ridge was going to be an enemies to lovers, but it was just mouth dislike after a one night stand to straight up lovers again. But we'll see how this goes. I have a dark romance because I need to read more dark romance. Hate by Tay James. I do own the rest of the series. Here you can't really see it, but this is the last book in the series. This is about someone who hates people. Like, this girl, apparently people thought she got killed, but she didn't get killed. At least that's what I gathered from reading the back of the book. But now she's wanting to get some payback, you know? Also, this is a white shoes romance, so reverse harem. Really exciting because I love those books. Like, I know that those books are not for everyone, but for me, they're perfection. Like, I have not read a single reverse harem book that I didn't enjoy that part of the story. Like, I could dislike another part of the story, but I enjoy that trope. So this book, I do hope I'm gonna like this because I do own the rest of the series. This is a really beautiful copy because there's art inside. I'm excited. Wait, let me search up. Look up the art. This is the art. Pretty, right? I think this is single point of view. It's not multiple points of views, like one point of view. I'll deal with it. Last book that I have is To Hate Adam Connor by Ella Mays. I read To Love Jason Thorne last month, and I enjoyed that. Like, it wasn't anything life-changing or something like that, but I really enjoyed it, which I was surprised by because I was fully expecting to go into it and fucking hate it, because that's my luck, because I already own this book and I already own the rest of her books. Yes, To Love Jason Thorne. But the writing flowed very easily. The story flowed very easily. It was so easy to get through. I'm hoping to get into this book in this month. I do think the main character might be kind of unhinged, which, if it's a good type of unhinged, okay. But if it's a bad type of unhinged, crap, someone was looking at me. Someone was looking at me. Kill me. Kill me. Hey, Adam. Yeah, so I hope this is good. It's a good type of unhinged, not like stalker, but not like crazy stalker, but sexy stalker kind of thing. Because I think that she stalks him and she gets like a restraining order or something. I don't know. Oh yeah, she gets arrested. That's fun. Okay, I'm here for it. Let's go. Those are the freaking books. I think this is a short video, but I'm okay with that because I did get a great selection, I think. I hope so. Oh, that was a video. That's fun, right? This is the thing about me. I was like, ugh, I have literally have nothing to read, while there are like 60 plus books on my physical TBR. That's just how life goes. That's just how life goes. If we're looking at the book that I think I'll enjoy the most, I think maybe Consider Me, because I don't know, it's a highly anticipated read for me, and I feel like I'm gonna really love it. But I'm actually excited about all of these books, so that's good, because if I put books on my TBR that I'm not excited for, I'm not gonna read them. Like, that's just plain simple, not gonna read them. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you may watch more of me. Hope I see you next time. Goodbye, and see you later. Bye-bye!